What's going on again? I'm going to be playing more parts of the Undergrowth. In case you don't know, in case you haven't seen last video, I just attempted to do this. I attempted to do New Home on Challenge on Hard Mode. And so yeah, that turned out just about as well as it would seem. So let's just try New Home. Actually, no. Subjugation. Medium. Challenge. Boom. Okay. We doing this.
This Formicarium Black Ant Queen has given birth to her first brood. While the workers establish their new territory in the earth, above ground, a nearby colony of Formica sanguinea slave-maker ants are on the lookout for would-be victims. These ants specialize in stealing larvae from neighboring nests and raising them as their own. If the black ant colony isn't prepared for the inevitable incursion, they may be wiped out entirely. Unfortunately, the queen chose her colony's home poorly. This earth is infested with Grillotalpa, the European mole cricket. Growing up to 45 millimeters in length and with powerful forelegs, these beasts are masters of tunneling. The crickets have had their fill of roots for the day, and are now on the hunt for protein-rich invertebrates. This queen and her brood are in imminent danger of being devoured.
Come on, let's get the food. We need food. We want food. We must have food. Oh yeah, he dancing. He dancing. He dancing. No. Okay, just keep on grooving. Okay, let's just go over here and kill these woodworms. Dang, it's only got 50 food in it. Let's go down here.
I have no idea where you're switching.
Hold on.
Sigestria florentina, a funnel-web spider. She is large, fast, and equipped with a deep, powerful bite. Her lair is carpeted by sheets of silk woven between tripwires that radiate out from the entrance. She can detect even the slightest vibrations with her sensitive legs. Any ant that strays too close will be snapped away in the blink of an eye. A sanguinea scout has sensed the presence of the black ants. A raid on the colony is now inevitable. The question remains as to whether they will merely pillage a generation of young, or wipe out the colony entirely. In the end, it will come down to the tenacity of the defending ants.
Why did he just walk? Why did my ants just walk right by them? Why?
A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest.
burrowing.
The ants must mount a defense
Ah.
quickly, or their brood will be forfeit. The battle has begun.
Go, 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 go. Yeah. Slice and dice. Nice. This gives less food than the lice.
There are intruders in the nest. By working together, the ants have overwhelmed one of the funnel web spiders. She won't be causing any more trouble for the colony.
But we did
Her
this.
sisters, however, still present a problem.
We were just we killed one earlier and he didn't say anything about that. Okay. Let's get those guys over there. Those guys keep gathering. Actually no. Less.
The raiding party has arrived. The slave makers will head straight for the brood chambers. They must be stopped. The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe. For now. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Now, what do you think that I took off that soldier?
There are intruders in the nest.
Go, go. Yeah, why do you think I just took off the soldier? Like, stopped having it raised dollars. Because it wasn't enough for it to hatch the larvae. Whoa, what the heck? How? How the heck did that get there? Okay,
Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once.
where is that animal?
The ants must fight. The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share.
Okay.
The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe. For now. Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Gather up that food.
The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share. A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit. Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected. The Sanguinia colony seeks once again to bolster its numbers. A battalion of slave makers charge into the nest.
They may have a battalion or 2 battalions.
The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe. For now. There are intruders in the nest. Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once. The ants must fight. The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber. The workers have done all they can to improve these food stores. The Sanguinia colony seeks once again to bolster its numbers. A battalion of slave makers charge into the nest. Once again, the slave makers return to their nest with new black ant larvae to raise as their own. The raids will continue, but this Formica fusca colony has proved its capacity to endure and grow. Eventually they will surpass their parasitic overseers, and the continued raids of the slave makers will reduce to nothing more than a mere inconvenience for the great Black Ant Empire.
And the lovely.
How is the colony progressing?
The Queen is exhibiting interesting new behaviors. I believe the colony is beginning to adapt.
Nah, we're just getting royal jelly. Okay, let's see. We got 95 royal jelly, so what can we get? We can't get that, but Fierce Mother. Upon dropping with 75% health, confuse any enemy within a huge radius of the Queen, covering almost the entirety of your underground for 10 seconds. Okay. Second one, upon dropping 75 health, restore your Queen's health back to full and become invulnerable for 30 seconds. Yeah, seems good. And cooldown. Okay, and let's get a couple more black ant soldiers. Okay, we have enough space to expand. Let's expand by 16, so we can have 40 and 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There we go. Expanded by 16. Okay. So we have a ton of soldiers. These guys used to be guardians, like queen guards, royal guards, if you want to call them that. And no, wrong button. Yes. Aggressive. Well, we can't afford any of that. So defensive cannot take more than 20 damage. Excuse me. Cannot take more than 20 damage in a single attack and reduce incoming damage by 20%. Or evasive. Whilst not in combat, attacks against the worker have a 95% chance of causing no damage as soon as damage is caused this creature enters combat. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do something. Yeah, I think option 2 is much better. And let's upgrade our royal guards. Okay, we don't have any food, so that's all we can really do for now. Wait, no, royal guardsmen, stay down, stay down, stay down, stay in the undergrowth. These guys will handle what's in the what's up above. think we can take on the Formicarium challenge, to be honest. Let's go medium.
I think it is time we connected the outworld to the feeder colonies. I want to see how these Ereptors respond under pressure.
I will prepare the experiment.
Eventually we're gonna send out like 40 Fusca ants. Imagine if
Let's
we
begin
those.
with a small threat.
Connecting the Fusca colony now. I will let 10 through to start with.
Okay, Fusca are over here. Formicarium challenge 2 will include Formica Rufa ants, and this is just more Ereptors.
The Ereptors identified the threat and responded very quickly.
Excellent. Let's see how they handle a few more, shall we?
Introducing 20 Formica Fusca ants. Our Ereptors have neutralized the threat to their queen.
Good. Continue the experiment and let me know the results. Don't add more than 30 ants at once, though. We don't want to harm the queen.
Understood. I wonder how they will react to a rival Ereptor colony. Introducing 40 rival Ereptor ants.
Okay, let's keep going. Down here, actually. There's a moon. Okay, we seem to be killing them all, considering those are just workers.
Excellent.
Oh dear, wait, we only have 14 food.
Introducing a further 50 rival Ereptor ants.
Into the outworld.
Fascinating.
And then we should be getting a sustained flow soon.
Now let's try 60 Ereptor ants.
Oh. We'll just meet him there.
A superb response. You're doing admirably, my Ereptors. Perhaps a small reward. Look to the surface. What about a combination of Ereptor and Fusca? Let's start with 20 of each.
Okay, let's go over here. Oh no, I feel bad for these guys. These guys are gonna die because they were at the wrong pheromones. Oh heck! Get underground! Underground! I repeat, underground! Holy heck. Okay, we can put these guys back together and one pheromone group. Holy heck.
An unconventional defense, yet highly effective. It's interesting to see the colony fight on two fronts. Perhaps we should try 30 of each.
let's put these guys over there to defend that, and these guys to defend that. Are you good? Let's send in these forces.
Magnificent! Once again, our Ereptus triumph.
Yes. Ooh, seeds have been dropped. Okay, let's
Some
go.
seeds on the surface for my succeeding Ereptus. Gather them quickly.
Go, 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 go! Get the seeds! Okay, back up to defending right there. Okay.
The colony's ability to withstand such overwhelming assaults is incredible. I wonder, how will they handle a sustained flow of aggressors?
Yep, it's a sustained flow now. Oh, those guys are... From far away, it looked like those guys are moving without even moving their legs. They look like Fusca ants. We're not actually a Fusca ant colony. This is an Erector Queen. We do have Fusca ants, yes, but we're not a Fusca ant colony.
Let's make things a little more interesting.
Why did
shall
that
we?
startle me so
Enter
much?
the Devil's Coach Horse.
They are dead. Okay, let's move over. Pheromones to
Whoops. I seem to have dropped my beetles. I hope they don't harm the little ants.
Retreat! Retreat! Underground! Underground! Ah! Ah! There's a guy down there! In the undergrowth! And he shouldn't be! Oh, thank goodness.
Perhaps that's enough for now.
Yes. It is enough. Okay. Let's go!
How has the colony been responding?
They mounted an excellent defense against 20, 25, and even 30 Fusca ants, as you suggested.
Perfect. Perhaps we can provide more of a challenge for them next time.
What a fantastic suggestion.
Let's go! Coral jelly, please. Okay.
Let's see how the colony grows over the next few days.
Now that they have experienced battle, I expect to see a significant rise in the number of soldiers.
Okay, we're gonna have 25 roof ants, but we gotta save that for next time. Peace out. Ba-lam-bam, bim-bam.